Hello, my name is April Curry. Welcome to your May 22nd, 2024 energy update and Akashic Records Rant. Hi, I'm April. I'm an Akashic Records reader and intuition development coach. And we have a lovely intuitive development membership that is $11 a month this Friday, 5 p.m. Mountain Time. And we are going to be doing Reiki dance, and I'm going to be teaching people how to bring life force energy into their body and how to break up stuck or stagnant energy within your system and really learn how to bring yourself into a higher frequency and higher alignment so you can attract beautiful things in your life and become more intuitive. So that's this Friday. It's live. Also, if you can't make some of the events, they're all recorded and they're in a video portal. So would love to have you join. If you want to join, just go to the description below. All right, let's go ahead and go into May 22nd, Wednesday energy here. Give me 1 second. Oh, this Wednesday wants me to talk to them a little bit differently. I'm going to talk to the day of Wednesday like it is a being. Okay, so I'm seeing the image of the energy just kind of standing up tall and looking around. I'm picking up the energy of expansion. A lot of people on Wednesday are going to see the bigger picture of things. Like everything that you have done to this point, there's this solidification on Wednesday. There's this feeling of expansion, a feeling of things coming in. It's going to feel really good. This can also provoke within some people maybe the emotions of, oh my God, it's too great. What am I doing? There has to be something that I'm doing wrong. Like there might be like those types of insecurities coming up, or this is too good to be true. There has to be a catch. Like some people are going to be feeling that, where others are, really stepping up into the way that they want to manifest and the way that they want to hold a frequency, and they keep it, they hold it. They see all the potential in it on Wednesday. Like there's a lot of that energy. By the way, Wednesday would be a great day to get a reading. I will share this as a reader, and I might be going to my rant here a little bit. But when you get a reading, there are these days, in the field that are partly cloudy, sunny, kind of foggy. This is the type of day where the energy is so clear and potent that getting a reading on Wednesday would be like the most optimal day to get a reading. So I'm also picking up the energy, and I just pulled the strength card. That day, Wednesday, there's so much like self-respect, so much love, you're magnetizing so much to you, whether you're conscious of it or not. So anything that shows up in your life, anything, whether it's deemed positive or negative, it's all reacting to your energy. So it's also letting you know, hey, what do we need to evaluate within ourselves? Are we liking the things that are showing up in our lives right now? Do we want to change our program a little bit? So that's in there, like kind of reevaluating. Everything's coming in, and it's coming in fast. You might feel this energy of, wow, things are moving fast. Now, when I'm sharing that type of information, know that that's the energetics behind it. That doesn't mean that if you want a Porsche, it shows up like in 10 seconds. That's the physical part. And the energy is moving really fast. And when the energy moves fast, that means things are coming in. And it might be that day, it might be in a couple of weeks. It really is dependent on divine timing and also your resistance to that thing coming in, or your openness to that coming in, or just, it's tuning into yourself and seeing how good are you at surrendering. Is your consciousness clinging on to things, or is it allowing the energy to flow? What are people not aware of? By the way, some of you on Wednesday might have this urge to want to travel, so I see some of you making plans to travel or thinking about making plans to travel. What are we not aware of for Wednesday? Woo, that's a lot of cards. For some of you, because the energy is so big, not every single one that's watching this, but this might also bring up some old patterning. Like when something really amazing is coming in, you might not see all the potentials of it, and you might want to be competitive with others because there's this insecurity that there's not enough, or that in order for me to propel forward, I have to make sure that my position is safe. Make sure to recognize that if that's coming up for you, because this energy is meant to be positive. So if you're feeling resistance or if you're feeling insecurity, also greed or competitiveness is a sign of feeling lack, like there's a lack of something. So if you feel, even if you don't react to these thoughts, if you start to get them, just kind of sit with them and be like, is this my new belief system or is this an old real? Some of you might have just gotten this from your parents or just the way that life has shown up for you when you were a child. But this is the opportunity. Like, oh my God, Wednesday. Wednesday is like the crossroads. It's like, will you be going into this new positive, high aligned version of yourself, or will you be staying in this version of yourself? And whatever road you take, you are going to reap the rewards of that energy and frequency that you set. So really, really looking deeply within yourself on Wednesday. Wednesday feels very big and monumental. The fork in the road day, if you will. I'm really excited as a reader to read on Wednesday. Yeah, and it's fun. I'm going to be teaching an advanced Akashic Records course on Wednesday, so I'm really excited for us as a group that day to read in that type of energy, because it feels like this is where big change is happening. Any last messages about how people are interacting in this? I see a lot of handshakes. Deals are being made. There is a solidification, and if there was a contract of some sort that was up in the air, some of you might be noticing like business deals are finally moving forward. There's signatures that are happening, handshakes. If anything, there is a forward momentum on deals that have been kind of like floating around and not getting fully, solidified. So that's in there. There's also people apologizing. lots of energy of people apologizing for their actions. And then also people standing their ground, stating their truth of, this is who I am, this is who I'm becoming. And there feels like there are some necessary conversations that are happening on Wednesday. All right, so let's go ahead and go into the Akashic Records rant. And I'm feeling called to discuss the matters of like being in a certain frequency, allowing things to be attracted to your frequency, not letting your thoughts dictate your energy and what you are meant to bring in. You can't control every single thought and subconscious energy within your system, but when you start, and this is something I've gotten from the Akashic Records, when you start to become more aware of your state of being, your consciousness, your programming, you can begin to sit in a higher frequency in the records and literally look down and be like, why do I have a hard time communicating? Why am I in doubt that good things are going to happen to me? What past life do I need to see to heal this? How can I move through life in a more embodied state with this energy? And when you begin to, in a way, get curious of, what brought your programming into who you are, and how can you release it and how can you change it? Almost like an artist who, when they first create something. They might like it on this canvas, and then maybe a couple days later you're like, you know what, I don't really like that, I would like to do this instead, and they just put some paint over it and begin to create something more beautiful out of what is already on the canvas. And that's truly what going into the Akashic records, in my opinion, is all about, is changing your program, changing it to the version that you fit in the most at this very moment. And many people throughout their lifetime, they don't ever look at the program. They just take action on things that they're experiencing within their program. But a lot of people are waking up and they're curious and they want to change. And so this is a really impactful way to change your psyche, to change your energy, to change your frequency. I'm going to use myself as an example here. When I grew up, once again, I don't like to go too far into it because it's like, it's been changed. But there was a lot of hardship as a kid, lots of hardship. And it suppressed a lot. I had a lot of suppressed energy. I had a lot of lack of communication, physical ailments from these experiences. And when I just sat in that energy, I attracted, not so great people. I attracted loss of income. I attracted depression, depressed people who complained. I complained. Like, that was the energy I attracted. And then once I started to change my mind and like, you know what, I want to meditate. You know what, I'm going to enter the Akashic records. I'm going to get into Reiki. And this wasn't all at once. This was like a progression of like 15 years. It was like 15 years. Wow. I decided, this is what I want to bring to the table. And I put my consciousness and awareness and focused on moving into that more positive, higher frequency and dropping the resistance of the past programming, creating a new program and watching my physical body change, who I am as a person change, who I attract change. Everything was so evident. There was so much evidence coming from, rock bottom to, I would have to say, a lovely, exceptional life. So much evidence, and your energy is everything. So I'm bringing this up because, especially on this Wednesday, you're going to be asked to take inventory and what you want to put your energy into within your programming and what you want to change. So highly recommend learning how to read the Akashic records. Getting a Reiki session really helps. Definitely move things through, meditating, getting into all those things. But anyway, I hope you guys have a fabulous day.